So this is my shop. This is where I do most of my sculpting and casting and molding and painting. As you can see, it's nighttime. I do most of my work at night because I have 3 kids, and it's hard to start something and finish something in a reasonable time. So once family goes to bed, then I can come out here and I can work until I get too tired. The thing I've been working on recently is this alien bust, which was sculpted in Super Sculpey, which is, let's see, this is Super Sculpey. It's you can get this at anywhere like Michael's, and it works pretty good. Well, it won't ever dry out. This is one thing I've been working on. This, I think he's like an old Western guy that I've been working with. Anyways, it's really soft. You can smooth it out pretty good with your thumb. And what I really like is that you can bake it hard, which is really good for when you want to cast something in silicone, make a mold of something in silicone. So so this thing I've been working on, sculpted it in Sculpey, baked it, toes hard, sanded it out, added a couple more details, and then I made a silicone mold right here, which is just a box mold. What that means is literally I built a box, put it inside, and then poured the silicone all the way around it. Then I cut it out in this zigzag pattern here, which the reason for the zigzag pattern is so that it will go back together when you want to cast your piece. So you just put it like that, and I usually just run some electrical tape or painter's tape or duct tape, anything that will just hold it right back together. Pour in your resin, and then I have this pressure pot, which it's a painter's pressure pot. So basically, I think it's for painting houses, stuff like that. I modified it so that I can run my compressor to it, and I run it to about 40 psi with the mold in there, and cast the piece into it, crank it up to about 40 psi, and I believe the resin that I'm using is 5 minute. So I wait about 10 minutes, turn it off, pull it out, and the reason for the pressure pot is if you don't use the pressure pot, you're going to get bubbles. This is a old cast that I did before I had the pressure pot, and underneath you can see there's these, underneath the where the arms would be, there's bubbles, and it's because when you pour it in and it raises up, comes up, and then this part kind of goes up, so you can actually tilt your mold back and forth trying to get those in there. But what the pressure pot does is it forces, with pressure, it forces everything into every crevice, every crack, and it takes all the gases that are in there and then shrinks them down to almost nothing. It makes casting a lot easier, and I have no more problems when I cast with the pressure pot. So what I did was I put this in there, taped it up, I poured in I mixed my 2-part resin together, and then I poured it inside here, and this came out. It's actually this color. This one's in between. This one's on first coat of base coat. So yeah, so then I poured it, let it dry, and then literally you just cut the tape off, open this up, and then pop it out, and there it is. And then this one, which was the first one I did, and ran it through my airbrush, painted it up, which also runs off my compressor. Right here I have a Iwata HPC. It's a little old. I think I bought it in '97, but still works perfectly, so there's no reason for me to get a new one just because it's old. So what I'm planning on doing is a series of videos that will take you from clay to finished product, and all the steps in between, the design, the research, the sculpting, any of the tools that I use, any of the tools that I think you will need, different types of clay that I use, the molding process, the casting process, and the finishing process, including the painting, and all the techniques that I use in between. So I thought that'd be a fun thing to do and cool thing to watch. So I'm going to try and get these up as soon as I can. I don't have a timeline yet, so keep checking in. If you guys have any questions, or if you have any ideas or anything you want to see or you didn't understand that I was talking about, please send me a message and I'll try to get to your answers as soon as possible. So that's it. That's the first video. It's basically just a welcome video to show you kind of what I have in mind and what I'm going to be doing, and my shop. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you soon, hopefully. All right, thank you so much.